Once the dead man is revived, we can ask him 5 questions, at which point he will die again, never to be re-revived.
Were you killed in the Battle of the Everhorse?
Yes.
4 more questions, right?
Yes.
No, that wasn't for you. Did that count as a question?
Yes.
Damn it. Only answer when I talk to you, okay?
Yes.
Why did you say okay at the end of that?
I didn't.
Fantastic. Where's the shovel?
Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another Super Saturday, a video series where I cover everything super, awesome, and some other things too. I'm Gen X Man, and today I'm going to talk about a movie that is both near and dear to my heart, Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Reviews of this are many and varied, and most agree the film is fun, it's sincere, it's action-oriented, it's entertaining. So there is a positive middle ground to this film, but for me personally, there's no middle ground for this film. I look at it as a cult classic, and I will die on that hill. It was released back in March of 2023, and the film had the deeply unfortunate timing to be smack in the middle of the pit Wizards of the Coast had dug for themselves with their OGL scandal. Not going to rehash all that right here, but suffice it to say, Wizards took the stance that anything produced in their sandbox they owned, and owned the creators nothing. A stance they've sneakily reiterated with their current D&D Beyond fine print, but again, not here to go over that nonsense. Just understand the context of the time when this poor movie was released. So Wizards had dug themselves into a hole good and deep. Further, they had absolutely failed in marketing this film, almost no promotion of it whatsoever. I could count the number of ads I saw on one hand and have fingers left, and they were all on YouTube. There was nothing anywhere else, and they fired the creative folks that brought it to life. So there was a fervor to boycott this film among a large portion of nerddom. The movie itself being an unfortunate victim of the times, having nothing to do with any of the behind-the-scenes nonsense. And the production was also a mess. It had started back in 2013, officially beginning with Warner Brothers after they had beat Hasbro and Universal in a lawsuit over the film rights. So you know production is going to be fun when there's a lawsuit just to get it started. There were prior scripts and concepts from Chris McKay and Michael Gillio that were absorbed into the final product. The writer-directors Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly were given final credit, but the argument remains it might not have been exclusive credit, but it is what it is. And filming finally began in 2021, and the film was released a couple years later. It ended up grossing just over $200 million on a $150 million budget, so not the resounding success stories that Hollywood likes to measure success on. Now, I will not spoil the story here. Seriously, it's that good. It's heartwarming. It's a perfect heroic journey. It's character-driven. All things that just go right through me that I absolutely love to see in a drama. The tone is comedy adventure, tons of fantasy elements, all of which are clearly and easily explained within the context of the movie. Nothing is out of place or forced, and nothing wouldn't make sense to someone just walking in off the street. And let me be clear, you do not need to be a D&D nerd to get this story. It is a very human story. The themes are very much aimed at thinking, reasoning adults. In fact, there's a lot of relationship elements that go toward character growth and development, and for a long, long time, that was something that was either entirely absent in our gaming or not represented in the best light. But this film nails it. This is absolutely a story about people, and that's why I feel it succeeds, and succeeds a great deal. Also, there's a wide variety of homages and nods to all the stories that came before. There are cameos that astute observers will absolutely pick out. For example, me being a huge fan of the original cartoon from the 80s, naturally, there are cameos within this film that made me smile and laugh out loud. And oh my gosh, that is a thing I did throughout this film. I mean, look at it right now. I was laughing out loud. The humor and there's one scene in particular. I gotta just digress for a second. There's one scene in particular that, you've heard the expression, I thought I was going to die laughing. Well, I thought I was going to die laughing the first time I saw it. I even thinking about it now, But the humor and the comedy they packed into these 134 minutes are some of the best I've seen since Airplane back in the 70s. I just had me in stitches the entire time, but not to the detriment of the story, which is very touching and powerful. The writers balanced all the elements really, really well. Pacing's good. The elements are balanced. I can't emphasize all that enough. And also, the actors in this, oh my gosh, I can't point to a bad one among the main characters. They were all just on fire, clearly having a great time doing what they were doing, just enjoying this little flick they were all a part of. I mean, Pine did a great job. The guy who plays the wizard, yeah, he was in Detective Pikachu. What Justice Smith? Yeah, he was great. I mean, the gals were great. Everybody was great in this. It was, the evil wizard. I mean, just yeah, yeah. It was just nothing's felt insincere or phoned in or anything of the kind. It was all earnest, and that's one of the words I would tack onto a description of this film: earnest. And it is a damn shame the film had to be released when it was, and from the company it was, because the film itself stands entirely on its own two legs. Any fan of D&D or fantasy comedy is most likely going to enjoy this film. Like I said, cult classic material right here. But it did get indirectly torpedoed by Hasbro WotC shenanigans, and that's the damn shame of it. Hasbro WotC had a bona fide hit on their hands with this film, and they botched it with colossal flair, as they've done with so much in the past several years. But I digress. Again, I'm not going to spoil this one. You need to go see it if you haven't. Although I suspect many of the folks watching this video have indeed watched said movie. For myself, it is sitting firmly in the stack of DVDs to grab if the house is on fire. It's that dang good. It's heartfelt. It's sincere. It tells a story I've watched again and again and again. Good grief, how many times have I watched this thing now? I don't even know. But y'all should go watch it if you haven't. And if you have, consider watching it again. It's a darn good one. And that's all I got for today. Just wanted to come on here, spread some positivity and good cheer, talking about something super and awesome on this Super Saturday. I hope my spoiler-free review has entertained you, and if it has, could I impose upon you to smash that like button? It's a little thing for you all, but a big thing to YouTube, and it helps my itty-bitty little channel grow. But thank you all for stopping by and giving me a moment of your time. I hope you all have a great day. Get out there. Enjoy something awesome today. It's Saturday morning. Go watch some cartoons. And as always, have a good one.